Hi, welcome back to the Career Build Series. This is episode 104. So, figured we'd do a little bit more work on the house. Still having issues. I haven't worked on the lighthouse much. I'm gonna fix this lighthouse and make it better later, but kind of want to get started. I think do a little bit of work on this house. I don't want to spend a ton of time in here, so I'm just gonna kind of do a little paint. Want it to look not super duper unfinished. Um, I want it to look not super duper unfinished, and then once I get a little bit of finishing on there, I can kind of move on. Ooh, that's way too dark. I don't know how any of this is going to look in game. I think we'll do that kind of cream color, and then ceiling will be very light. Floor, I'm going to do wood planking, I think. I think that will be kind of cool. So, and I have to do this by hand, which is a little bit of a pain, but it's not too bad. That's kind of a mess, what I just did. Wow, I'm making a mess of this. Alright, so just try to get some wood planking in here. Probably a little on the dark side, but if we do that all day, it's going to be annoying. The most important function of the house is going to be the bed, the ability to sleep, and get new missions. So that's kind of the main goal of the house, is that. Alright, so we use that color. Start going in with this color here. That's a little bit darker than I like, I think. Kind of just have to randomize this a little bit. Hope it turns out. That's kind of the problem, is it? I won't know if it's going to turn out until it's almost done, so. I don't know if the color contrast could be too much or too little. All right, I'm not ready to switch colors yet, I don't think. Oh, I can't put those next to each other. Put it here. Okay, we'll keep moving down the colors here. Wow. Struggling to paint straight lines here. See how I like this? It's already kind of bleh, but yeah. Let me be super annoying. I don't want to get into this wood here. It's not liking the look of it. I will put a solid color, and then at a later date I'll probably screw around with the try to do wood effect here. Okay. That's good for that now. And then we'll grab the bucket and grab the ceiling color for all this ceiling portion here. Grab the wall. Undo that. Alright, and then the floor. Alright, So I'm trying not to overcomplicate this. I just want it kind of done. Then I think a dark, real dark brown for the staircase. There we go. Alright. Alright, so that's kind of just the start. I want this just kind of a little less garish and a little more functional. I don't want the wood frames. I think this blue maybe. Theoretically, if I can pick the right button to hit. There we go. Alright, it was just being an eyesore with the you know, it all the white interior, so I didn't want to get too much into the house at this point, but I also don't kind of don't want to have it garish to look at. I kind of want it looking a little better. Alright, so that's getting there. Let's do upstairs windows. And so we don't have much functionality with the house at the moment except the bed, but that's the main functionality. You know, I need things like need some lighting in here and stuff like that, but that can come. And this needs to be changed, but I can get to that. Hopefully if I put a barrier, kind of a barrier line, it will, when I use the bucket, it will contain it. We're hoping. Oh. Alright, now I don't want to spend too much time in the house here. I want to kind of keep this short and sweet. Just trying to get it where it's not super annoying to look at. You know, the white was just standing out too much. That was in the, you know, all the white in the window frames is just sticking out way too much. So I needed to kind of dull that down a little bit to make it bearable to look at the house. And then hopefully get towards submissions. And I painted the window frame. There we go. So I haven't really gone in and tried to make that fuel tank work again. So I'm just going to make I think a jerry can for right now. Something smallish that I can, you know, one thing would be cool that for them to add is some manual stuff like manual hand cranks, manual levers, things like that where you don't need electricity. I think that would really add a lot to the game, like a manual hand pump that you can pump fluids. That would be really cool to just like make a barrel with a hand pump. You know, there's a bunch of things I like them to add. Oil. You know, it's a balancing act. I understand for them. You know, I would like super realism, and a lot of people don't like super realism. So it's you know, for me, I would like you have to put oil in your engines and do oil changes and oil filter and stuff like that. And I would like turnable crankshafts. The new steam parts kind of get me interested in the that I like a turnable crankshaft, but you actually have to connect. But who knows? Maybe one day. All right. I still need to work on some of these lines. Like some of these lines are weird, but you know, I don't want to do a ton of work on the house. I kind of want to do it a little at a time. Just, the white, the pure white window frames were bothering me because every time you look, like you can see the pure white window frames. So we'll kind of finish that up, and then hopefully I will, we can move on and try to get a mission going here. So this is in the test world. I'm going to make, while I'm still in the test world, I'm going to make a quick, like jerry can that I can hopefully fill up the katydid from. Enough at least to get somewhere. I don't want to have to fly and stop all the time to fly and get fuel. All right, so I'm content with this for now. I made some progress. I just want to get some progress done in this house to try to kind of spice, get a little bit set up here. It's looking better. Now let me save this. I'm gonna redo that lighthouse at some point, but I'm not there yet. All right, so let's go into we'll go into the career build series save. Kind of see where we're at money-wise. We need to do another fuel trading thing to open up some more opportunities, but I don't want to get into that yet. Those are long, and don't want to really get into that yet. All right. So this whole system is not working. So I can unplug this from the, yeah. Does not have any fuel in it right now. And let me look. I'm curious what our electricity is. I need some sort of electrical component to check the electricity. Yeah, so we're barely burning any electricity with those lights on. So that's not bad. Okay, let's, what do we have here? There was a fire that popped up. I bet that's this. So, what do we have here? Emergency call from the Rocks Coast Guard outpost. They are trapped by fire and can't escape. All right, so I meant to do it in my test world. We're in there. I forgot. Let me grab a jerry can. See if I can't get this set up with a jerry can. Okay, let me build a real quick one. We have two medium tanks on the katydid. Alright, so let me see. I need a hose. The real question is, can I gravity feed this? If I can get this to feed in with gravity, that would be awesome. I know I can do it this way, but I need to know if I can do it with my piddly little character and his weight. That weighs 8. Should be able to. Let me see. Is it full of diesel? It is. Okay. And I'm going for a swim here. Still have the barge out there. The barge needs to be recalled. We can try to grab the handle quickly. I'm going to have to swim up first. Okay. Wow. I need to spawn a light too. I can't see anything. The between the beacon and the lighthouse, that's helping. All right. So let me see if I can just jerry can fill this. Yeah, I can drag this around enough probably to get it up there. The main question is, can I get this high enough that it gravity feeds? That's kind of my main concern. So I need to hook the hose up first. Wait for the light to come around. There we go. Okay. All right, and so I need to bring this above the level of the tanks in the katydid. Can you jump, please? Thank you. Did I just damage it? I don't know. Okay, let me see if any went in there. I doubt it. 17. See, we're draining out. I'm defeating the purpose of what I was meant, what I was trying to do. I actually have an idea. Okay, let's do this. It's minorly elaborate. Alright, let's make that again. Alright, and then what I want to do is do a cable anchor. And I'll show you what my grand scheme is here. Alright, I'm also going to move this super close where I can grab it more easily. I'm not having to swim all the way out to town to get it. The barge is alright out there. We can go hunting for it if we need to at some point. Really need to spawn myself a flashlight is what I need to do. Meant to put a plug in somewhere. Oh, come on, grab it. Come on. Okay, back to the surface. Oh, I did grab it. Okay, perfect. I'm dragging it. Trying to get up so I don't drown to death. Alright, good. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the cable anchor from the outside winch to this. This might end my desire to make a complex system. Make it simple. Okay. Alright, so this is going to get detached. This is going to connect there. I will raise this up. Hey, look at that. Okay. Alright, and then I need to get out of there. And we'll hook this up. And so we should be getting, that's above the level, so hopefully we get gravity fed. We are. Look at that. Sometimes the easiest solution, so that's actually kind of a cool way to do it. I enjoy that more than having to pump into a tank. Alright, so let's, you know, people are burning to death as we speak. So let's get this set up again here. And I'll have to do this twice. Let me see if the fuel... Okay, so that's zeroed. So that worked out really well. I like this system. This is kind of... It's a little bit hokey, but it's not bad. Alright, so this here needs to be put back in the workbench. So let me try to grab the handle. Okay. See if I can get this close enough to grab this back. Is this close enough? No. Okay. I don't want to keep like bringing it to the bottom. It should float now that has no diesel in there. It should float with diesel in there, but okay, good. So hopefully this one's full. Yeah, if it has diesel in it, it should float. Diesel is well. It depends on the mass of the density of the container. I hope I have it. I don't. Okay. You know, diesel is less dense than water. So it should theoretically float. Ooh, it was close to drowning. I like this system. It's a little weird, it's a little hokey, but it's working. So the Katyd has 2 medium tanks in it. So this should set us up where, you know, I might be able to get 1 large tank to go here. So where is my cable here? Alright. This works really well. So I like this. This is kind of cool and simple. And that's, you know, would have been better if we could kind of have a dedicated system. Yeah, but why? What? Oh, it took the fuel back. Come on, man. All right, we'll run the mission with the fuel that we have, and we'll make sure we stop and get diesel on the way back. Kind of obnoxious, but whatever. I'm not gonna cry about it. Okay, so there we're good. There we have this emptied. So a large fuel tank should fix that for us. Right. This can go in here, if I can see it. There we go. And then this here, where did... Okay, that's right there. So that will hook to the harness. Okay, and then this sucker... I need the light to tell me. I need to put some spotlights out here that I can turn on and off. Or player sensor spotlights would be better. You know, like little lights to come on when I get near them. Okay, that's in the drinky poo. Alright, so I think we have enough fuel to go run this mission here. Why are you not taking that back? Oh, it's gonna take the diesel back. Can't do that anyways. Oh, it's because it's going off into space. Whatever. Alright, so I want to load up the Bambi bucket. I should have held on to that. Okay, so that is there. Let's do this. I just need a cable anchor I can start with this attached to here. There we go. Alright, so that's in. Then I think... Why that's at the bottom of the water, I don't know. Because it won't shut the door with the electricity not engaged. Okay. Because there's no electricity, it's starting to spawn with the door open. Oh, I am drowning. I am drowning, though. Let me see if I can force my way up here. It's going to be iffy. Oh, it actually lets me get up here. Look at that. Okay, good. So we have the cable attached to start. Perfect. Let's get out of here. Let's go get this mission underway here. So I need to bring up this winch. These people are all probably going to be dead by the time we get there. We have a gift for getting there late. Okay, and I'm going to need to shut that noise off here in a second. You get the rotors turning, and I'll light on, and I will get this stop from making a terrible amount of noise. I really need to put a chargeable flashlight in here. Alright, we gotta get going here. I don't want these people all dead. Don't want them all dead. Alright, so we have about half tanks. That's not terrible. Alright, let's enter in that waypoint. Let's get turned. Let's go to 500 feet. Let's start bringing in the prop. And I'll start clicking on some lights. I don't need landing light. Alright, so we're off to the races here. Ooh, I forgot to check, make sure that the Bambi bucket is under us. Okay, it looks to be full of water. I need to dump that. You can hear my engine struggling. Okay, now see we're able to climb, so I dumped that water out. I think function 2, they both need to be hit now, but yeah, it started full because what happens is without electricity, that hatch just kind of opens and closes, and so it's immediately filled with water and just really too heavy for, you know, Katydid can easily handle the Bambi bucket, you know, when we're traveling forwards. If we have, wow, I can't even think to speak. Which mission just expired? Okay, not that one. Um, if it's full of water, we can hover fine. We can move with pitch, roll, yaw, that. But we struggle to add 100% prop because we need so much power for the rotors to hold the Bambi bucket that if we're doing prop pitch, it's stealing away too much power from us. So we're fine, as you can see, moving the Bambi bucket. You know, we're fine if we're moving the Bambi bucket empty, but if it's full, we just don't have the power to be doing that. So, you know, that's just why I had to empty it. I have a sneaking suspicion we still have water in it, too. Because presently... Yep. See it has water in it. We're only doing 103 knots, so... I think I need to gravity feed the water. And, yeah, see. Now, that's a pretty cool rooster tail. Yeah, so that, it wouldn't come out the top because we weren't tipping enough. But with it, with the bottom on, that's just gravity dropping the water. So that's working well. And as you can see, we should be speeding up as we get that water volume down. So it'll be the fire in about 6.5 minutes. The you know, the ability to have pretty fast aircraft really shrinks these distances down. You know, it would take a very long time to get down there in a land-based craft. This would be nice and quick. You know, we're not even doing max speed and gained a knot there. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of my seat and I'll heal up. I'm going to check my... See, one of the things that keeping this in the world... You know, we have to keep track of our equipment, so... let's see, is that a... Okay, that's... I'm trying to see where I can add more equipment. This panel needs to move. I think I'm going to move it inboard here. This button... that button's not terrible. It bugs me sometimes where it is. It's not the end of the world. This one here I have to like look through the harness for, so it'd be better if it's up the side, I think. See where I can put a flashlight. Put a flashlight somewhere. Like here or something. Got plenty of places for it, I just need to do it. That bad paint there. Like my flashlight being dead's killing me because I use my flashlight a ton. What is that? Is that the green tugboat? Looks like it. Alright, so we are 4 minutes out. So I need to fix the gauges. As you can see, I have two time to waypoints. This one's supposed to be an indicator. I need to change that over. Okay, we sped up enough. If you look at the Bambi bucket, it's trailing behind us, which it would never really do. Alright, coming up on this lighthouse here. Am I familiar with this lighthouse? This one's neat. This one's in the water. Do I? Huh, I might not know this lighthouse. It's right here. It's pretty cool. Alright, so let's check our progress here. 3 minutes to waypoint. Okay, I just want to check in the Bambi bucket. Yeah, it's nice that it stays at, you know, I don't know if the cable will interact with the tail anyways, but it seems like it stays out of there nicely. Alright, so let's hopefully get this fire put out. Put a little coin in the pocket. Kind of get down to a new area. I need to check my fuel. I didn't fill up full tanks, so we're doing alright. I think we're at around 50 and we're down to 30, so not too bad. We can stop on the way back here. There's diesel right here for $1.29, which isn't cheap, but it's not bad either. Kind of plan on that. Good, I'm going to put on my spotlight. Once we slow down, the Bambi bucket will go straight under us. I still need to pick up water, so I'll just grab some ocean water here and we'll get rolling on that. Currently just under 2 minutes out. So our current altitude's 500 feet. I'm going to start coming down. I'll go down to 200 feet. Still some tuning on that pitch, especially you can see how it's very too quick. So that's something that I want to tune at some point, but it's not, you know, you can see it still flies fine. It's just, a little bit rambunctious on it, so not something I need to do. So coming up on the island here, I start to see it. I don't see the fire yet. I think it's on the tower. The tower is, you have your hangar right here, and the tower's right in the corner of the hangar. So I'm not seeing the fire yet. Where are we at here? Okay, we're a minute. Okay, there it is. For some reason I lost track of it. We're going to turn on the landing light as well. I think I'm going to. I need to see what landing lights are hitting the propeller. Yeah, they're a little bit problematic. Okay, so it just spawned in the tower. I don't see the fire yet. Do I have my fire extinguisher? I do. Okay, I put it back in there. I was afraid that I didn't put it back in. Okay, yep, we can see the fire in there. So it looks like it's inside. I'm going to hit it with the Bambi bucket, and then I will start to use the fire extinguisher. You saw the other tower fire we had. It was the same building. So starting to just manually slow us down, as you can see. All right, so we do have some fire external. So I'm going to go ahead and I will take off the altitude hold, put a 0 in there, take off the our lateral navigation here, and I'm going to 0 our prop out, and then we're ready for me to just kind of manually go down. So I'm going to press function 1. Function 1 opens the door on top of the Bambi bucket, and we'll start lowering us down and put that in the water here. Okay, so that's in the water. It should sink pretty quick. I can look right on the camera. It's already gone down to the bottom. I'm going to close that door on top. Alright, so we have water inside. And I'm going to try to put out the exterior fires first. So what are we looking at here? 19, say a 195 heading. So I'm going to put a heading hold in. Oh, that's not the one. 195. That way it'll just hold my heading for me. And I can just manage to fly here. Up. I somehow dumped it. Oh, I never shut it off. If you remember, I needed to dump the water out as we were flying. I just never closed it. Let me stop it from coming up. I want it nice and close to me there so I can see a little bit better. I'm not that high, so I don't want to drag it over. So I'm going to try to put out the roof fire, and I might be able to hit that door fire with it as well. So I'm just going to gain a little altitude. Oh, it's still climbing. Bucket's still going up. Okay, what's up with that, dude? Alright, let's get right over this fire here. Alright, now I'm going to hit F2. Now that should start dumping. It's a little bit too close to me, but I couldn't get it stopped. Okay, so it's right over the fire. I think it's probably pretty much out there on the roof. Let's go and hit the doorway and see if I can't get that to go out. Maybe watch what we're hitting here. Make sure I don't hit anything that I'm not supposed to. Okay, I think I put it out. Alright, so that door fire is being a little bit persistent. I'm going to gain some altitude and try to hit it again. I can't splash some water into the doorway there and get that to go out as well. It's a little bit of a lip over the doorway, so we'll see if I can actually put it out or not. Then I need to see if I can get the bucket to go down. It's too close to me if I can't get it to come out there. Alright, so let's see if the fire's out. I hit that pretty well. Yeah. Alright, so I might have an issue with my winch there. See why I can't put the winch down. Yeah, I can't put that winch down, which is strange, so I'm going to try to land and see if I can not sit on top of the bucket, so, or hit the prop on it. Okay, we're next to it. That's pretty good there. I'm going to shut down so I don't have issues here. Open the cockpit door. And I'm going to manually put out the fire with the fire extinguisher here. Stuck on everything here. There we go. Yeah, I need to look at it. I think that might be the bug with the winches. I'll check. Close to the fire there. Okay, that's one there. Now it looks like upstairs we have fire as well, so try to get it quickly before it spreads. Looks like it's on this light panel here. Make sure I don't run out of, there we go. I'm starting to put it out now. There we go. Alright, so that's fire the fire is extinguished. Okay, so it says it's extinguished. There's no rescue element to this, I don't believe. No, these are all just people hanging about. You double check it here. Yeah, it's not, where is it? It's still showing, I think. I'm trying to see what the mission is. There we go. Oh, 14 casualties to a hospital. Wow, that's brutal, dude. That's a lot of money, though. That's $2 grand a pop. Wow, 14. They're all in the inside. So let me detach the Bambi bucket. I need to see why this is not. Why I can't drop this here. Put the fire extinguisher away. Let me try to do this methodically here. If I can do this methodically, we can probably. Oh, great. Everything's in the way here with that Bambi bucket just sitting there. There we go. Jump in the seat. I need to put the fire extinguisher away so I can grab the cable so that I can hopefully unhook the Bambi bucket. So, yeah. So it wasn't letting me drop it. It could be that bug they introduced with the winches there, where you have to reconnect it. All right. So let's start grabbing people. They're all inside. 14. So that's 2 per. That's a lot, man. Yeah, it's $28,000 in rescue people there. We're gonna have to stuff them in here. We have what do we have? 7 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 maybe. So we have to dump a ton of people in there. Okay, 14. That is hilarious. I'm glad the mission's ramped up a little. See, this is profitable. This is very profitable to do this. So. It's going to be quite interesting stuff on all these people in here. It doesn't look like they're really hurt all that bad, which that can be a pain because you have to keep pumping med packs into them where, you know, if they're already kind of doing all right. See, like this guy is injured, so he's going to have to pump a med pack into him. And then hopefully he doesn't lose health again. Sometimes they do. We lose a little money on it, but should be able to I did hit my propeller on something. As you can see, I'm missing a blade, so not the end of the world. I need to put a repair torch probably in the front hatch. It'll just vibrate a little bit. Wouldn't surprise me if it was the Bambi bucket. Though you are pretty hurt, so you need I need to grab a health kit and hit them. I'm going to also turn on the winch and try to pay out some cable and push that Bambi bucket away. I don't want to damage my propeller anymore. So I kind of want to pace them out. Let me jump in the seat here. Okay, now it's working. So I think it was the bug where, because it wasn't detached. Okay, so that's paying out some. I'm going to push it a little bit further. I'm actually going to also get in there, and I don't actually need to get in there. I'm going to just dump off the rest of the water, as you can see. I'm going to also open up the top hatch, get all the water out of there. You can see dumping all the water out that way. We'll be all set for travel. Alright, 14 total. This is going to be tough to squish all these people in here. I'm going to have some of these people follow me. I want to kind of get them going here. You can follow me here. Try to have them follow me down in groups, I think. So Bambi bucket was definitely helpful putting out the roof fire. Don't think it was really reaching the other areas. See, we're already kind of already out of room here. And so I should be able to hopefully stuff people in here. So I'm going to let it pay out the full 100 meters on that Bambi bucket, and I'll bring it back in when we need to. Run faster with the first aid out of my hands. Alright, so let's go up and try to grab the rest of these people. Try to get them to come in kind of one lump here if I can. Yep, you are hurting. You really need some health. Okay, these two can follow. Let's see if I can get the rest of them to follow me here. That one person's hurt, and so all these people need some health packs here. Okay, a whole string of them coming. So, this is probably the remainder of it here. I think I have 6 in there. What's that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think this is probably it. So, I think I have 8 in there. And then I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. So that's all of them there. Okay. Stop, follow. Stop, follow. Stop, follow. Stop, follow. Okay, good. Let me grab another health kit. Pick this person up, put them here. Grab that first aid kit here. Where is the hurt person? Here he is. Okay. Let's put you in the seat. Let's put you... are they on me? They are on me. Okay. It's going to be hairy getting all these people in here. This is not designed to hold 9 millions, billions people here. So, definitely standing room only here. Do I have one on me? Apparently I do. I could not throw them, so might not have the space to take all of them. I'm going to have to... Right now I have standing room only for 2. Okay, so there's another one in there. Kind of going to be annoying trying to get them all in there, but I want that sweet, sweet money. Yeah, I kind of need to find a clear spot where I can drop them, so it'll be tough getting enough space to get in here and find a spot on the floor to dump these people. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. I really want to stuff them all in. We're close here. I'm getting them all in. So I just kind of need to... I had a spot right there where there we go. There we go. Let's see if I can get the last person in there. That's hilarious. 14 people in the katydid. There we go. Alright, there's 14. I don't know if they're going to fly out when I get moving. If they're not in a padded seat, but definitely going to keep opening it. There we go. Okay, they're in. So let's jump in our seat. We're down a prop, which is not ideal, but we should be able to run fine. Okay, engine again struggles because of the... I have the throttle all the way up. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's see my fuel here. 23 gallons. I think I can make, yeah, they're right here. So let's go here and then we'll go get fuel. So set waypoint, put that in. All right, and then this system takes precedence. This will go set to 250. All right, we'll start adding in prop. Even with that prop blade missing, we're still doing all right. I'm going to start bringing the cable up. And we'll start advancing the propeller here. Doing well on fuel. You know, we're down about 50% fuel from when we left our base, but you know, it's not a bad amount of fuel. Should be able to run with that fine. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the way I have that set up is looping up-down counter, it appears. Sometimes I forget how I have my system set up. Why is this climbing so high when I set my altitude hold so low? Do not know. Do not know. F2 should be... Okay. I had everything open. Let me just quickly check it. A little cheaty, but yeah, it's empty because it wouldn't trail straight behind me if it was full. Yeah, so we have plenty of fuel to get over there. We should have no problem. We're just going from here to there. We went from here to here on 25 gallons. We have 14 gallons just to go here, so we should be all right with 15 gallons. This should be quite the payday with 3,000 for the fire. We're not going to get full money on all those people just because some are going to be more injured. Even if we get 1,500 a pop, there's 14 people. It looks like, I don't think any fell out. I think they're just all glitched together right here, which is fine. That is pretty funny, though, 14. I'm glad the missions ramp up like that. This is the furthest I've kind of gotten career. You know, I've started over many times, so, and I haven't gone in and artificially set it so that it was, you know, a higher difficulty level of mission. Alright, so I'm going to set my heading hold to 0. This takes precedence, but once I shut that off, it's going to want to kind of default to that. I'm going to start slowing down with the 4 key, start reducing my prop pitch, look for the hospital. We're going right to the hospital. It should be right there, that building there. Alright, so I'm going to hit the spacebar to 0 the prop, and all my autopilots except the gyro are now off. So go ahead and I'm going to kind of land, probably land just to the north of the hospital. I don't want to be too close to that clock tower. I don't want to be too close to these light posts. Kind of want to go there. Turn on my landing light. Landing light's not really helping me much because it's hitting the propeller. Kind of more distracting. You get this in real life, you'll get lights that are actually more distracting than helpful. Try not to hit my main rotor. I really need to have a torch somewhere for repairs, but okay, let's shut down so that nothing's spinning. Alright, let's start getting these peeps out. Alright, we have a metric ton of people. Let me shut the landing lights off. They're just being obnoxiously bright. Also, I don't want to walk into the props, so, alright, they're going to be stuck in here, which is fine. I pump some health into you there. Alright, and we'll try to have them kind of follow us in a group. This way I can kind of manage their health needs as I pull them out. Yeah, see, like I'm getting close to that propeller. If that was still spinning, I would probably inadvertently walk into it, where this way... shut down won't kill me because if it, you know, I'm not gonna start over, but what I will do is I will start the mission over, so all that mission is gonna be lost. So I'm gonna grab all my health kits and just pump some health into them. Big gaggle of people here needing rescue. This is fun. I'm glad, you know, kind of cool to get a 14. I was like, there's a lot of people up there. I'm like, are there normally all these people up in here? And it was all because they're part of the mission. So, all right, let me go through. I'm just gonna start hitting people with med packs here. Okay, you need one. There we go. You need probably 2 hits. There we go. All right, let's start getting these people to follow me. I'm gonna take it slow so that they so that we can hopefully get them all in one go if possible. And if not, it's not a big deal. Okay. Big gaggle of people. Let me grab a picture of this. This is pretty funny. And I'm going to switch to day as well to get a good picture of it. Let me see. Here we go. And let that message go away. Somebody's telling me how to get the higher res screenshots. I haven't really had a problem with it, but it's good to know. Hello, how are you? Okay, here we go. Let's get them all in here just so that they're out of the way. Yeah, as you can see, I think that's all of them. Yep. That's pretty funny. Getting all these people in there. So that was a pretty lucrative little mission. I enjoyed that. That was fun. You see where, lost some money just on... Where is the Bambi bucket? Oh, it's way back there. Look at it. Stuck in between these tents. Bambi bucket's pretty big. Might try to make a tiny one. It's hard because I need that electric hatch on the top. Maybe might see how small I can make a door. One of the modular doors. So. Okay, good. That's closed. I'm gonna just go over here to the to this diesel fuel gantry here. And that will get me filled up. I'm still doing all right on fuel, but just gonna leave the door open. Kind of gonna back up and go over where the Bambi bucket is, so I get a straight pole, so it doesn't get tangled in those tents and cause me problems. So see, I'm like putting the Bambi bucket right in the center, and then I'm gonna pick it up. I'm just gonna go ahead, turn right out. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and have this, I need to put in the new waypoint here for it to point me in the right direction. I don't see it yet, so that might be it right there. I think that's it. Alright, there on the road. Yep, there it is right there. Diesel on the road, so I'm going to land on the road here. Maybe be careful, Bambi bucket's probably dragging in the trees. So kind of follow the path of the road, try to keep it centered. So I'm not having issues. Plenty of good landing spot here, so yeah, I'm using that as a those are toggles. They probably should be pushes. I might reset them. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and come down here. There we go. I don't want to get too close, and I want to stay free of obstacles here. Alright, good. So stand nice and clear of the prop. Again, be ugly if I walked into that prop, so. Alright. And let's go ahead and pump on. So we're pumping out. See if we're losing money. We should be losing money. Yep, we're losing money, so we're buying diesel. So fill up on diesel here. So I need to repair the propeller when we get there. Might consider a smaller Bambi bucket. We'll kind of look at that. But nice little mission. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Let me actually save here. In case we have any issues. And that should probably be about it. Yep, that's full. 99 gallons. So we're there. Alright, so that was a good little mission. Let's head back. So it should be a quick trip back. let's just add our house on here. Alright, we'll put that waypoint in. Go up to 500 feet. Alright, let that climb up. It's going to help with the Bambi bucket getting up off the ground. You have that mountain right in the way there. Start advancing. Yeah, so Katydid has proven to be a really good vehicle. You know, just did a rescue of 14 people in a fire. Didn't really need to use the Bambi bucket for the fire there, but you know, probably could have done it all with a fire extinguisher, but you know, nice to have it. At 6 minutes. Again, that's one of the nice things about the you know, the Katydid or any of these air vehicles is, you know, this doesn't scream along. We're doing 113 now. We've lost a blade on the prop, and we're doing, you know, we'll get going, how many nautical miles? 10 nautical miles in 5 minutes. So, about, you know, around 2 miles a minute. So, pretty quick. You know, again, area here is pretty small. It's kind of some cool theory craft, and people have been talking about, you know, they had hinted, and some people found in the game files there were some, I think, like some files for palm trees and whatnot. So the thought was you'd have Arctic up here, you'd have this temperate zone, and then down here they were going to put in an arid area. And so that was pretty cool. People were talking it'd be cool if they had a really huge continent and had things like trains all on the continent, and trains right around the continent. I would like cactuses and palm trees, and, you know, kind of have cactus inland and palm trees, you know, maybe more towards the coast. Kind of have some more tropical animals would be kind of cool. Bunch of things. You know, one thing I really wish they'd add in the game, let me just quickly check to make sure we're not getting ahead of mountain. We just passed that one. I made sure we're clear. So we should be clear sailing the rest of the way. Or clear flying. We're already up here. You know, one thing that would be kind of cool is put large areas. One thing I wish they would add is, so right now we don't have much content from, we get transportation missions from these airports, but it's usually take a person from the airport to the oil platform. Take a person from the airport to the solar farm and their cargo. And they have a little cargo box. What I would like to see is containers, like at these container ports, maybe half containers. I think that would be cool to have half-size containers, kind of like what we use at work. Also, even these full-size containers. And also have passenger missions where you have to take from airport to airport. So fly from like this airport to this airport, or from over here to Dremore, up to the Arctic at Tajin, and then put some in the south, so you can actually make airplanes viable, because you get a lot of flying missions for transporting people, but you generally need to have some sort of vertical takeoff craft, either a helicopter or a VTOL. And as much as I love helicopters and VTOLs, it would be nice to have some viability with fixed-wing craft and have the ability to utilize those. And, you know, the fixed-wing craft tend to really shine at long distance, at long distances at high speeds. So, you know, if you you could even Stormlink is a great mod. I don't know if it even is considered a mod. It's an add-on. It's not a mod. It's an add-on. But, you know, if you go from Tajin down to, say, here, that is about, I think it's 45 nautical miles from about here to there. So let's say that's 100 nautical miles. It would take a half an hour in, a 200 knot aircraft. Starts to bring in the viability of utilizing fast aircraft. And actually, you know, people want to go Mach 1 or want to go fast like an airliner. We just don't have the distances to really make that viable. And so you could take, like, say, transport 14 passengers from Tajin to, you know, Southern Springs or whatever, and, you know, you would take your airliner or your turboprop or whatever you want to take, and, you know, I think that would be a lot of fun. And then containers, you'd have container aircraft. You know, like I have the Rotodyne, which can carry a container Rotodine, I think, goes... What does Rotodine go? I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe 270 knots max speed. It has a cruising speed of like 230 maybe. And so because it uses jet fuel, you can make profit by taking a container from, say, anywhere in here pretty much and bringing it up to the Arctic. If that's profitable, if you're bringing one up and back. But there's a lot of missions that just aren't profitable if you're burning jet fuel, just because even if you have a really efficient turboprop setup, it's tough to make it profitable. So you want to be able to have, you need the distance to kind of justify the expense. And so that'd be cool. So, you know, I'd like to see them do that. I'm looking forward to some of the updates they've been talking about. I'm way ahead on videos, so it's kind of hard to talk about the latest update, because, you know, by the time this video comes out, it's going to be probably weeks behind. Alright, so let's look. We are currently 2.5 minutes. So we burned 10 gallons to get back, so not bad. So we're coming up probably in this neighborhood here, and we burned 10 gallons. Let me see if we should be pointing right at it. So let me see if I can see it. Can't see it yet. This is an interesting effect. This kind of happens IRL. When you're over the ocean, it's dark, and it's a little hazy. You know, you can tell with the stars where the horizon is, you know, follow the star band, but the ocean will also reflect some stars, so you get into a black hole effect where you can't tell where your horizon is, and that's when instruments come into place and have an artificial horizon. We have two, which is realistic. You have your, you pretty much in every airplane you're required to have two. It doesn't need to be an analog. You know, we had in the airliner some of the, sometimes we had an analog backup, sometimes we actually had a digital backup. So we had each of, so on the captain's side there was a PFD like this, on the first officer side there's a PFD like this, and then there would be a, if it was an analog, I think it was up in the post, because it has to be away from electromagnetic things like screens and whatnot, because it would draw the compass to it. The digital one, it was in the dash usually, because the actual compass mechanism was somewhere else, and then it was just showing to a screen. So we actually had 3 of them in the airliner. But we're getting less of a black hole effect. If we look over there, you can see the shine off of the moon. That's a way to help orient yourself, so you can get into vertigo situations. So there's our island there. Is that? Yep, you can see our lighthouse just came into play. So let me move the point. I didn't really put the point. As you can see, it's not right at the house. So let me reset the waypoint, get us to turn over there. Alright. Yep, so the lighthouse and the beacon. So like if you see the beacon, you see we're getting yellow, green, white. That's how we get it IRL, so that you know, you can easily find a helipad or an airport. If you're going fixed wing, it would be white-green. Military base would be, what is it? I think it's white, green. So the greens are right next to each other, so it's, you know, that's how it would look. It would be white, green. So you can see, if you look at the beacon, the green's hitting us now. Now we're getting yellow. That needs to be faster. The lighthouse is fine. That's about, the beacon is about half as fast as it should be, and there's white. So that tells us that's a heliport. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of drape the Bambi bucket in the water. I'm going to lower it as much as I can, try to recall that into the workbench. Kind of just draping it in the water here, and we'll go ahead and land. So I'm going to come in from the rock side again. That's kind of my approach path here. I like looking right at the lights, brutal, but pretty good if we're not looking directly at it. I should be able to swim with that Bambi bucket. Okay, let me kill this spot. I don't need it. It's just a little distracting. Don't hit anything. So, oh, I remember what I hit the prop on. I hit the prop on the helipad itself. That's what I hit the prop on. There's my bullseye, coming in nicely. It's easier with the bullseye when the light's not on it because it's nice and dark. It's good contrast. And there we go. Beautiful. So I kind of know where to kind of, you know, push the collective down and get it to snap now. So. Alright, so see I have to do the tap up here, so I need to switch that from toggle to push. Alright, so we should be all set. I think the last thing I need to do is turn off the light there. I don't have ground power. I should probably hook up a ground power system at some point too that Katie did. Alright, let's go ahead and jump out. I'm going to refresh my med kits here. I do need to get a charged flashlight. I meant to put one in the house there when I was working on the house. Alrighty, so that worked out pretty well. Enjoyed that mission a lot. That was fun. That was an enjoyable mission. A lot of people, a lot of money. Pretty good times there. So I enjoyed that. That was great. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well, and we'll catch you in the next one.